Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the start of our brand new series. Just as a heads up, the audio here is I'm gonna select Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, the top one there, but the audio is gonna get a little goofy here for a few seconds. The company behind this grand game, not gonna mention their name, but it might appear on the screen in big ass letters. Yeah, maybe, just maybe it will. They get very, very upset when their music is not in their specific videos or anything like that. So they have been notorious for like copyright claims and things like that. So you'll see here, like the audio definitely shifts. You should barely be able to hear it, and I have to continuously talk over this section of the audio so that way it doesn't pick it up, even if it can. Yeah, if you want to, you could turn it up higher. You could just search the audio for this track if you're interested in hearing what it sounds like, because it is relatively cool. This is one of my favorite game series of all time, if not my favorite game series of all time. So I'm very excited to be doing this Let's Play. But like I said, I have to continuously talk here for about a minute or so until it jumps past this initial sequence. And then later in the video, there's also one right at like the 26, 27 minute mark that I have to do the same thing as well. This episode is going to be a tad bit longer than the rest of the episodes in the series, just because it is the starting episode. You know, we kind of have to get the premise of the game down, and we have to do all the introductory level stuff that you'd have to do in a game. With that being said, this is our start, our grand start of Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. So that's pretty fun. You know, it's definitely something fun that we could look forward to playing and moving forward in the series, really get to enjoy, because I do, like I said, I absolutely love playing through the series, and hopefully this trick works. Hopefully it still doesn't get copyright claimed to crap, but I think I have it turned down low enough, and I also have, like, yeah, I'm talking over it, right? I'm giving my opinions. I think the music is very good. I think the game is very good. I think this opening scene is an excellent opening scene that sets us right into the start of the game. So hopefully that's enough to get us out of that. I'm less concerned about this one and more concerned about the one in the middle of the video, because that one has a lot more Disney proprietary to it that they could genuinely get upset, and I've seen other content creators struggle with that with this game series in the past, like this exact scenario. So I'm hoping that this does a good enough job to alleviate some of the stress that is there. But if not, this one and probably the last video in this series will get copyright claimed, which would be terrific, let me tell you. But usually they don't follow up on copyright claims. I've had copyright claims from Pokemon Let's Plays in the past too, and it's usually not a huge deal if you try to fight it and they look at the account and there's very minimal subscribers. They usually don't hit it as hard, so hopefully that's going to be the same instance there. But with that being said, we should be jumping past the opening scene here enough that we should be able to go back to like regular volume here in a second. It looks like that is going to be the case. It's hard to tell on the post because I have everything turned down, so that way I could actually hear it on some level, but also not have it blaring into the mic and having two sources of audio causing a problem. So yeah, that is the opening of Kingdom Hearts. Now we get the ominous music. So much to do, so little time. Take your time, don't be afraid. So this game does have some cheesy elements. The door is still shut. This game does have some cheesy elements to it. Just so you're all in the loop there. Tilt slightly to walk and all the way to run. Well, I never want to walk, honestly. That sounds horrible. But it's just letting you play with the mechanics here a little bit, letting you feel out how to play the game. And here we get to pick a weapon that we're going to be strong with and a weapon that we're going to be weak with. We could really boost our strength stats through normal gameplay. So what I want to do is I want to start out with a higher magic stat and boost my strength stats throughout the game versus like trying to boost my magic stats, because that just becomes a lot more difficult. So I'd rather be inherently strong with magic. Yes. Just because, yeah. Now, I could always boost my strength and my defenses. It's really difficult to boost magic throughout the game. So I'm going to choose that, and then I'm gonna choose the shield. So my defenses will be a little bit lower. Which is fine. Like I said, I could boost that as well as my strength stuff. I'm not really concerned about that. And this game tends to be like, if you're not an all-out attacker, you're gonna struggle anyways, so that's the form I'm gonna choose. It'll make me a little bit weaker here in the beginning, which kind of stinks because we don't get magic for a little bit here, but you know, in the long run, I think it's gonna have a lot more benefits, because if my magic stats are buffed, I can heal myself in battle more frequently, which just makes things a little bit more bearable to deal with. Because the challenges in this game they can be difficult. Now we fall down on the next platform. These are all, so like, for those of you who have never played this series or never heard of it, the whole premise of this game is it's kind of like a Final Fantasy met Disney premise, which I don't know much about Final Fantasy, and I'm not like a huge Disney buff, but I remember when I was younger, like, this game really stood out to me because it's like solidified in the Disney world, but like there's so many things that you wouldn't see from Disney in the game, so it's pretty nifty. Get EXP by defeating them. They leave behind enemies or items. You know, items, the little green orbs are health, the little blue orbs are magic points, and sometimes they physically drop an item. Like you'll get a potion or something like that. So that could be pretty helpful at times. You know, press that just gets locked on. You almost want to try and get them in groups. Like, the lock-on is nice if they stay, like, especially these smaller guys, if they stay somewhat clustered, because then you can hit multiple at the same time, which is really helpful. Otherwise, they'll just do that, which is really annoying. I can see there's darkness filling the screen. Oh no. I'm gonna sink into the void. Into the void we go. Wake up on another plate. I don't know what else to call these. There's a door. Alarming door. Yeah, it just shows you that you can examine things. So I want to examine it. Can't open it. Box. You can open this. Yep. Just tap Y. There's a crate. You can push large crates. Yeah, you can push them. You can hit them like this. There's an item inside. We got a potion. Ooh, we lifted it. Oh, well. Okay, now we should be able to open the door. Side note there, as you saw, it doesn't open if you just hit it as hard as you humanly can. That doesn't do the trick on this door. You actually have to hit the open button. So, you know, in case you're like me and get frustrated easily, you can't just hit your way through it. Now we have to answer some questions. There's appropriate ways to do this that'll boost your stats. I just go around and I honestly answer them. So, what's most important to me? In this game, I'm gonna say friendship. Friendship is a big deal in this game. What do you want out of life? I don't know. To be strong. I want to boost my strength stats. What am I afraid of? I'm gonna say getting old. I don't know. And I'll be right back, folks. Okie dokie, I am back. So I want friendship. Yeah, all that good stuff. My adventure begins at midday. Keep a steady pace and you'll come through fine. Alrighty, well that's good to hear. Let me open up a soda pop here. See, there's just a lot of lore in the story going on now. That's really about all that it is at this point. But yeah, that's like the majority of the story at this point. You know, just learning the basics and getting the story down. Now you get to see we can battle some thugs here. Yeah, like I said, this first episode here is going to be a little bit longer than the rest of the episodes, but it's very important for like a lore perspective to, you know, kind of just hang through these first couple minutes, and then I think the episodes are going to be in like the 20 to 30 minute range moving forward. I think that's going to be the plan here. I'm going to try and do like a world or half of a world per episode. I think it'll probably end up being half a world as the game goes on, and might be a world at the beginning, because some of the original like first couple worlds move by really, really quickly, but then some of them down the road, you know, will obviously take a large amount of time as the story actually progresses. So let's save here. Let's see, I'm playing on my Xbox One, so it's saving. I've been playing for 12 minutes so far. So I haven't cut out actually anything. You know, you've seen it from start to finish, which is, you know, obviously going to change. There'll be some hard cuts. But like I said, yeah, if you've ever played this game, I wanted to get the entirety of Destiny Islands in one episode. So that's what I really strove to do here. I'm stepping on another platform. The closer you get to the light, the greater your shadow becomes. Shadow Sword. But don't be afraid. And don't forget. Oh boy. Don't be afraid. Look at this guy. Don't be afraid. And tell me what not to forget. How is that helpful at all? Now, I've played this before, so I know what you have to do. You have to strike this hand when it comes down like this. Part of this will come out of that little bubble that he applies on the ground. And if they get you from behind, they do a lot of damage, but your best just to continuously attack and use time if you need. That is, like, if I could give any advice, it's just continuously attack, run around, kill these guys if you need health, but otherwise just completely disregard them. They're not going to help you. That thing is going to shoot out this little box on the screen. As long as you're just continuously moving, you shouldn't have a hard time. You know, you should be able to buy enough time to get through the battle without having to. see there, I'm running awfully close, but I know he's only got like a few hits really left in him before he goes down. So this first boss battle here is just to get you comfortable with like some mechanics. As long as we get like one more hit in, we should be good. One more combo. Strength one up, but we didn't win. Yeah, it's not a hard battle, like by any means. It's not difficult at all. But don't be afraid. I'm getting sucked into the darkness, man. I have a feeling I should be afraid. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. Friendship. I don't know what it's gonna say. So don't forget. You are the one who will open the door. I'm the one who will open the frickin' door. Look at that. No, I guess this game is going to have some cheesy elements. You'll see them start to appear here. You know, it's all about being friends and all that jazz, so... Woke up in front of the ocean.
Whoa!
There's Kairi.
Give me a break, Kairi.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was
It wasn't a dream. Or
I don't
was it?
know.
I don't know. See,
What
Sora's
was
just
that
trying to make
place?
sense of his freaking life here.
So bizarre.
He just had a whole dream that the universe is
sure.
dying.
Say, Kairi,
In his defense,
what was your hometown like?
hell of
Know
a
where
dream
you
if
grew
it
up?
was one.
I've told you before.
It's a pretty
I don't
wild
remember.
imagination for
Nothing at all?
a young lad of
Nothing.
his age.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm happy here.
Really?
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there.
You want to go
I
out and
wanna
see
see
the
'em
other
all.
worlds.
So what are we
There's a sense
waiting
of
for?
exploration in all
Hey!
these characters.
Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So,
Then we have Riku here.
I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Ah.
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you know this. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh?
What? Are you kidding?
So these two are like,
Ready? Go!
yeah. I mean, I miss games like this where they take the time to really build out the character dynamic before we go out and do anything. So, Sora and Riku are obviously best friends here. Kairi's like the damsel in distress kind of character. You know, and she gets better as the series goes, to be brutally honest. But, you know, it starts out with her really being like a damsel in distress kind of character. Sora's best friend with Riku. He has some sort of love interest for Kairi from the start, it seems like. I need to talk to Kairi because she's gonna give me some shit that I'm fine. Gather the supplies. Yeah, I heard you. Here's what I need to find. 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Okay. She's counting on me. Let's go and find some stuff. There's a log right there. Look at that. Easy enough. I think the rope's up the top there. Like that little guy is waving his sword around. At least I think so. I don't know.
Ah, the breeze feels great.
Okay, breeze feels great. Battle this guy.
Hey,
Maybe.
what's happening, man?
What's happening, Mon? Just your basic. Like I said, it's Disney meets Final Fantasy world characters here, so there's a lot of Final Fantasy. development. I'm gonna go into this cave here, secret place. This is gonna hold a lot of importance later. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. I mean, throughout all the series, this is one of my favorite. Destiny Islands in itself is great, and then there's a lot of stuff here that you'll see. A lot of people scribbled on the wall. There's Sora and Kairi scribbled on the wall as well. Yeah, it's... Like I said, this area holds a lot of premise in the overall story. So, I always like to go and see that whenever I get back into a Let's Play or I start playing the series or anything like that. It's a very interesting place. I don't like to forget about it.
Come on!
We're starting to see our biggest enemy here in the game, the camera. The camera, because this was PS2, the camera is subpar. Like, it's just bad. Climb up trees. We have a lot of freedom in the game. The game, for being on the PS2, is like really impressive for what it can do. You know, the graphics themselves, I feel, are so-so. And they've been amplified a little bit to be on newer machines, but they're just okay. That's how I would word it. Let's go here. This is so we need a rope. We need something else, I think. Oh, another log. That's what we needed. I think the rope's over here. Like, up this way. Yep. Looks like my past self.
Hey, Sora! You feel lucky today?
You asked for it, man. I'm gonna battle this
down.
guy. I'm just not good with the mechanics yet. It's been a while since I played this game, and I've never played it on the Xbox. I always played this on PlayStation, but I just found out my Elgato 60 HDS, whatever I have, can't stream PlayStation 3. I guess PS3 can put straight HDMI, but it's really annoying. Yeah, like one of the more annoying things to So, I had
Oh man, I'm really
buy
off
these
today.
games that I already own on one system just so that way I could put them on another system and stream that system. Just the rope that we need. Average Joe, please get it. Thank you, Average Joe. And now we need one more log, which I believe is out there by Riku. The cat on his little section of the island, which you'll see here in a second. And let's jump to this guy first. Let's battle him. I might have gotten
Show me
the
your
other log ahead of time, but this guy's big thing is that he just throws freaking bullets at you. Which if you just time right, really hit you. You know, like, he can, because he'll do like that little thing, but if you can parry that hit, you should be golden. Just keep following him around, because when he gets distance, he can damage. Because the balls will do more damage at a greater distance. But you can see there I parried it. It just knocks him in place, and he tries to run away.
Come on!
The key is just to stay on it. Because then, yeah, you can see that does a lot of damage.
Come on!
And, I mean, none of this really amounts to much. You just get a little bit extra EXP here that saves you some time.
Oh man, that really hurt.
It's really not a whole lot of points, but I mean, it adds up. You know, all these early EXP points add up, just like in Pokemon they do here as well. So important to acknowledge it. Save here real quick. This is where I was originally going to end the first episode. I probably should have. This probably should have been 2 episodes in all reality. But yeah, it's just whatever. But I go out to that little dock there. You can see I'm swimming away from it now, but that's where the second log is. It's out on that dock. She found something today. Here's mine too. A high potion. Let's go home. Let's go home. Okay, we're gonna finish up tomorrow. I get some emotional moments with the trio.
So, Kyrie's home is out there somewhere, right?
Could be.
Yeah, and you can tell. I mean, even by the position of the character.
never
right?
know by
Sora's
staying
definitely
here.
He's got some
But how
vibes
far
from
could a
Kyrie
raft
there.
take us?
Who knows?
You know, Riku's his best
If
friend.
we have
but-
to, we'll think of something else.
You know,
So,
Riku even
suppose you
alludes
get
to
to
it a
another
little bit
world.
later in the episode. So,
What would you do there?
you know, it's definitely an
Well,
ongoing thing.
I haven't
in
really
the
thought
games.
about it. It's just, I've always
The only reason I
wondered
bring
why
that up
we're
this
here
early is because
on
a
this
lot of
island.
people, a lot of
there
people
are
out
any
there
other
like
worlds
to say
out
that,
there.
Riku and
Why
Sora
did
got
we end
something
up on
going
this
on
one?
there. Like, maybe there's a
And suppose there are
romance
other
going on.
worlds.
But I really don't think that's the case.
Then ours is
You
just
know,
a little piece of something much greater.
You know, he's his best bud.
So,
He cares about him, but
we could have just as easily ended up
I
somewhere
think
else,
some people
right?
take it a little bit too far.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Then you
That's
see,
why we
look-
need to
look
go
at how
out there
open
and
he is to every
find out.
counter. It's like legs spread, laying down.
Just sitting here won't
I
change
don't
a
know.
thing.
I've gone into this in too much
It's the
detail
same old
already.
stuff.
It is just.
So let's go.
You've been thinking a lot lately, haven't you?
Yeah, he's been thinking a lot lately.
Thanks to you.
You can see, Riku's definitely.
If you hadn't come here,
So Kyrie came
I
from.
probably
a different
would have never
world
thought
and
of
just
any of
landed
this.
Here, a few
Kyrie,
months back,
thanks.
is really the premise.
You're welcome.
And now she's sharing that, like, Riku's whole reality is shattering. Sora's enough of, like, a
Sora!
little kid that it's not bothering him.
You wanted
He's
one,
like,
didn't
You
you?
wanted one, didn't you?
A Palpu fruit?
Palpu fruit.
If two people share one, their destinies become intertwined. They'll remain a
we are.
part of each other's lives, no matter what. Come on, I know you want to try it.
What are you talking?
So you can see, yeah, he's like being playful with it because he knows that Sora wants to share one with Kyrie. Because in this world, it makes a big difference. Like that's like how you find that person. And now I need to start talking, very, 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 very sporadically. I need to just continuously talk throughout this whole entire section because it has a song that will definitely get me flagged for a copyright claim because it is notoriously owned by Disney Company. So I'm going to continuously talk really fast here and just continue to talk until the end of this section. But you can see here's the Disney tie-in, right? This is Mickey Mouse's corporation place here, and there's a Donald Duck, Wizard 101, knocking on the door and then walking through the small, ridiculous door built into the big door, which, this is one of the non-playable areas in this game, which is kind of depressing because they show off the area a lot, but it is playable in Kingdom Hearts 2, which we will be playing later this year. Towards the tail end of the year, November, December, will be Kingdom Hearts 2. But as you can see, the king is not there, based off of what he's saying, and there is the good old Pluto with the note from the king himself. And you can see he gets a top secret mission to Donald Duck and informs him of the duties. Donald Duck runs out screaming. And then he runs into the center of the console here, to the center of the chambers, and he goes and reports that to good old Goofy Dog, who is sleeping on the job. And he's like, "Hey, Goofy, you gotta wake up. This is serious." And I just need to keep talking. I just need to keep talking, folks. Because otherwise I will get hit with a copyright claim for the music. And he hits him with a good old thunder to the chest. Because that'll wake up a dog. You know, I wish I could do that with my dog and it'd just wake up and be active. But that's what Donald deems feasible. And he's like, "Oh, Queen Minnie. Not even the Queen." And he's like, "Daisy? No, none of them. This is a secret." And he's like, "Good morning, ladies." And they're standing right behind Donald. So they know that there's a secret now. And, yeah, they don't look very pleased about it. I mean, Minnie does, but that's because she's constantly got a smile across her face. But the others don't. And now we regroup with our friends back on Destiny Island. And I don't have to talk as much, because we're out of the copyright area. Jumping around, I kept this section in here because it is important. Whoever wins this gets to name the ship. Our little raft that we're going to build to leave this island to go explore other worlds. We would
If
make
I
it to
win,
that tree, light it up,
I'm captain.
and come back.
And if you win,
If
I
I
get
win,
to share the
I'm
Palpu
captain.
with Kyrie.
Huh?
If I win, I get to share my
Deal?
Palpu fruit with Kyrie.
The winner gets to share a Palpu with Kyrie.
Winner gets to share a Palpu with Fry.
Wait a minute.
Kyrie.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That's,
On my
that's
count.
not what I was. So let's see how Average Joe does here. I think I do good for a little bit, but I start doing bad right away. So that one drops off and it's supposed to catch you off guard there, which it does for me. He decides to go that way. I decide to go up top. And there is a way to get this thing to start spinning, but I completely miss it. And then, of course, now I'm going to lose unless I nail these jumps like 100%. Because Riku's all the way over there already, and I flop. So, yeah, Riku's gonna win by like a mile. Like, I don't even stand a chance anymore. Even though I want to. Because I want Sora to have that moment with Kyrie, but that's obviously just not in his favor, and I try to go in there because I know that I've already lost and it won't make a difference. So I try to do that, but you can see that's the correct way to do the jumping path there. I just messed up on the first one. Once you mess up, you're sort of screwed. I think Riku's already over there. He has like a near perfect time on this. Like if you mess up a little bit, yeah, he's already done. You cannot mess up on that. There's like no room for error. You can see it's 0 to 3. I tried to battle him a few times out of the docks and tried to race him a few times. He's difficult to beat. He is meant to be like the older alpha pack. So it's not worth getting like too much into it. But that's how it goes, you know. And let's go up to the top here. Just 'cause I got so aggravated that I try to see how this works. I really can't figure it out, but I know it does work. Like I've used it before. If that's how you beat Riku, is to use that thing and you just fly on over there and then jump on this path here of trees to go straight across and get the thing to light up and win. But I couldn't pull it off today, and honestly, it doesn't make a difference in the game, so I'm not going to spend time doing it. So here's what we need to collect. Seagull egg, 3 mushrooms, 2 coconuts, 3 fish, and drinking water. So I cut out me actually getting it, except for this 1 mushroom, because we get to see some backstory here. Like I said, there's the little picture of Sora and Kyrie that they scribbled on the wall, and you'll get to have that heartfelt moment right here. Or they as kids, even though she supposedly just came here a few months ago, scribbled this on the walls. Even more exposition dump for my whatever. Not gonna get into it again. You can see, yeah. I mean, there he is, drawing the sharing of the Palpu fruit with Kyrie.
Well, who's there?
I've come to see the door to this world.
Huh?
This world has been connected.
Well, what are you talking
This is
about?
obviously a dark entity coming and talking to us. That
Tied
can't mean
to
anything
the
good.
darkness.
For those of you that
Soon
have
to be
played the game, this
completely
is not
eclipsed.
a physical human being.
Well, whoever
This
you are,
is like the-
stop freaking me out like this.
A being who can't
Huh?
take a form without
Where did you come
being
from?
inside somebody or
You
controlling
do
somebody.
not yet know what
So-
lies beyond the door.
He doesn't have a
So
form right
you're
now.
from
He's just
another
kind of like
world.
in a ghost form.
There
I
is
guess
so
he's
very
probably
much
sort
to
of looks
learn.
like a Heartless at this point, but we haven't seen
You
those yet.
understand
Oh,
so
we have
little.
actually. Yeah, we saw them in the beginning. The little Heartless
Well, yeah.
black figures.
Well, you'll see.
Um,
I'm gonna get out and learn
Yeah,
what's out
he's-
there.
He's probably just like a humanoid
A
version of
meaningless
Heartless right
effort.
now inside that cloak, masking his
One
identity.
who knows nothing can understand nothing.
But yeah, he's pretty much just saying like we don't know shit about the world, and it's gonna be rough when we figure it out because things aren't great behind that door right there. And then he disappears. That's really all we have. Then we cut back to Kyrie. She gives me the high potion again. I want to call it a day. Okay, thanks, Kyrie. And yeah, you missed
know,
going and getting the
Riku's
items, but
changed.
there's hundreds of videos out there.
What do
about
you
getting
mean?
the items.
Well,
She's like, well,
You okay?
Sora, let's take the raft and go. Just the two of us.
Huh?
Just kidding.
What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed, Kyrie.
Maybe.
St. Kyrie's
You know,
changed.
I was a little afraid at first. But now I'm ready. No matter where I go or what I see, I know I can always come back here. Right?
Yeah, of course.
That's good.
Yep, we could always come back here.
Sora, don't ever change.
Huh?
I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
I was thinking about making that the backdrop for this video, but I decided not to. I decided that my initial take there was good enough. This is the letter from Mickey. He said, "Sorry to rush off without saying goodbye. There are bigger trouble brewing. Not sure why, but the stars have been blinking out one by one, and that means disaster can't be far behind. I have to leave you, but I gotta check into that first. There's someone with a key, the key to our survival, so I need you and Goofy to find him and stick with him. Got it? We need that key or we're doomed, so the traverse town and find Leon. He'll point you in the right direction. P.S. Would you apologize to Minnie for me? Thanks, pal." And the little Mickey ears, and we get to see the puppy.
Oh dear, what could this mean?
What could that mean?
It means we'll just have to trust
Means
the
we have to
king.
trust the king.
Gosh, I sure hope he's all right.
Sure hope he's alright. Alright. Don't we'll be able to find the key.
Thank you. Both
Thank
of
you,
you.
both of you.
Yeah. Of course. You
We'll
be
be
careful
careful,
now,
don't you worry.
both of you. Oh, and to chronicle your travels, he will accompany you.
He'll accompany us. I don't even see him.
Over
Oh, there he
here.
is. Little Jiminy Cricket. Hello, Jiminy
Cricket's
Cricket.
the name. Jiminy Cricket at your service.
He just keeps a journal
We
about all
hope
the
for
shit
your
that we
safe
find along our
return.
travels.
Please, help
Once we
the
eventually
king.
cross paths with this duo, it's either sending us off. No, he's coming. He's coming.
Gosh, Jiminy, your world disappeared
Jiminy's
too.
world disappeared too.
It was terrible. We were scattered.
Terrible. We were
And
scattered.
as far as I can see,
As far
I'm
as I
the
can see,
only
I'm
one
the
who
only
made it to this castle.
Goofy?
Oh, right.
Alright.
I gotcha. You mean while we're in
We're in
other
other worlds,
worlds,
we can't let
we
on
can't
where
let
we're
on
from.
where we're from.
We can't
huh?
let on where we're from.
We gotta protect
Gotta
the
protect our
world border.
Order.
Right. World
World
order.
order, right.
Oh,
See, this is why I like the
Ooh,
the
guess
Disney
we'll need
characters,
new
'cause
dubs
they're
when
just
we
so
get
fucking
there.
goofy.
Oh.
Like they're so out of place in the catastrophic event that's going on right now. Like the worlds are being destroyed by a seeker of darkness, and he's like, I don't even know what's going on. Like it's such a fun mix-up of concepts that I really love. Not like I said, as a kid, man, this game filled up like days with it was so I opened another soda pop too. Okay, we're ready. Get us in the ship. Take the Goofy by the ass. Down to Pluto jumped in the ship. That's not good. Last up. There we go. Oh. No. Okay. So there we get to see a little picture of what the world looks like. These are what the worlds kind of look like when we go home. Like you can see they blast off the ship there. Off into hyperspace they go. And now we get to spend our last minutes following up with Sora here. He's laying in bed, taking it
I just
easy,
can't wait. Once we set sail.
thinking about
It'll be
Kyrie and
great.
him setting sail on a boat.
A storm?
Then there's a big ass
Oh
storm
no!
going
The
on.
raft!
It's like, not the raft.
Sora! Dinner's ready. Come on
Mom
down.
starts calling him.
Sora?
But Sora has taken off. He has ventured out into the night.
What's that?
He has gone off onto the island.
Riku's boat! And
Riku's
Kyrie's!
boat and Kyrie's. So they must be here. Oh boy. And I think I tried to take him with the sword. The sword doesn't do anything. Yeah. We can't do any damage right now. Where'd the store come from? Better find Riku first. Okay, great. Great. I like that this game isn't like too expositional that it tries to hold your hand throughout that. That like it just tells you like, go find Riku first, buddy. So here we find Riku out here. In which Riku
Where's
has
Kyrie?
turned like
I
pure
thought she was with
Marilyn
you.
Manson.
The door.
He's like,
It's open.
the door has opened.
What?
The door is
What?
open, Sora. Now
Door
we can
is
go to
open,
the
Sora.
outside world.
I can
What
go
are you
to the
talking
outside
about?
world.
We gotta find Kyrie!
Kyrie's coming with us.
You're coming with us.
Once we step through, we might not be able to come back. We may never see our parents again.
We'll never see
There's
our
no
parents
turning
again.
back.
There's no turning back.
But this may be our only chance. We can't let fear stop
Can't let
us.
fear stop us.
I'm not afraid of the darkness.
He's not afraid of the darkness. Said he's just gone batshit crazy at this point.
Riku.
I mean, he's being sucked into a dark vortex into the ground. And not an ounce of fear in this man. Nothing. And in his defense, I almost get sucked into the dark vortex trying to save him. I almost risked my life for this moment. I'm like, no, please, come on, man. Don't go into the dark vortex. But then, a beacon of light emerges. And I get the Keyblade, ladies and gentlemen. Keyblade. Okay, now we can actually do games. That's nice. Nice that we have that option back. Don't really need it, because we're gonna be here all of a couple seconds. But it has a plot in the story. I guess if you want to call it that, because this series notoriously breaks its plots time and time again, but somehow I'm still sucked into the freaking game, so... For this point in time, it has a plot. It's the important. For right now, it serves a purpose. Later it might not, but for now it does. This serves a huge purpose here. This scene right here.
Sora.
So go on and pay attention. Kyrie's like zombified. Sora. Darkness shoots. Kyrie floats. Kyrie crashes into us. Kyrie disappears. That serves a much bigger purpose than you think it does in the future, so...
Whoa!
Keep that one in mind, folks. And here we go. Our world is being destroyed. We have to battle this disaster again. You know, he's huge and ridiculous and doesn't go down relatively easily. It's a tough time this time around. You know, he's going to be a little bit harder because we have a better weapon this time. He's expecting us to do it and hit more XP. So, like I said, he's going to be a little bit more difficult, but not really all that bad again. Relatively minor. And he's cool from like an evil character development. Where he's like a perfect honeycomb. I feel like the ending of this game should have been just
Come on!
just by the way, this is that's just my opinion. Like I said, when you battle a guy like this in this game, the key thing to do is to just continuously try to deal with you. Don't worry about anything else, because it won't matter. There's nothing that you can do that will make a difference over any of the actions that he does. Which kind of seems like counterintuitive, but really, that's him. You just keep beating him. That's a lot of characters in this game. Kingdom Hearts 1 is filled with a lot of problems in its ability to develop difficulty. Because like they typically have 1 or 2 weak points, and the weak points can be exploited pretty hard. As long as you know where they are. I've played through this game series so many times that I'm well aware of the pain that the lock-on mechanism, which I don't think was there in the original game. I think it was missing, which made it a little bit harder. Yeah, like I said, it makes a world of difference when you know exactly what you're trying to attempt to do, because then you can just do it effortlessly, like time and time again. Just a piece of cake. But we are approaching the end of this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see Donald and Goofy arrive in Traverse Town. As they're arriving, you can see our star goes out for our home world. Peace out, Destiny Islands. The only way to solve that is to play through the whole game, but that is going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think there's like 2 minutes left. I have to just go and save pretty much. You know, there might even be like an end segment here where I'm not talking throughout. But if you like this video, if you like Kingdom Hearts, please feel free to consider like, commenting, or even subscribing.
Donald, you know, I bet you
video,
that,
all that stuff definitely makes a world of difference as I'm
what do I
progressing,
know?
recording, making new episodes and things
Come
like that.
on,
It definitely
Pluto!
makes it a lot more solidified for me to continue doing regular uploads. You know, for the people that often leave shoutouts like That Cool Raichu and some of the others, I definitely really appreciate it. You guys really go above and beyond, and it's awesome, to say the least. So, to those guys, thank you, and to any new viewers or any
This isn't a
old
dream.
viewers, you know, please feel free to do that. If you have the time, or if you enjoyed the video, or whatever it is.
Where am I?
Just do what you can do.
Boy.
But yeah, like I said,
Do
I
you
really
know
hope
where
you
we are?
enjoyed, and we hope to see y'all in the next one. This series is going to be
Hey!
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday series, so 3 episodes a week. You know, it's a little bit less than the previous series, but I don't think this game will take as long as Pokemon Legends Arceus took to beat. And I just want to take a little bit of a break from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, because that was a little bit aggressive. So until the next one, guys, take it easy. We're just going to go walk around and save in a little bit, I believe. But yeah, that's going to be it. Take it easy and enjoy this last minute or so of gameplay.